All right. Hyena, laughter. What healing messages does this collective need to hear at this time? Ooh. 2 air messages that, oh my, and okay. The dragonfly, the owl, and the crow are the messages, the healing messages that this collective needs to hear at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and read the book for all 3 of these. It's amazing because these 3 cards popped out, and in the book, they're actually in order together. Crow, owl, and dragonfly. So the crow talks about being spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen. Knowing the unknown, it is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should be only tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. So when in balance, psychic, strong, and clear, and when out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. So to bring it back into balance, the daily meditation practice. Oh my gosh, and underneath the crow is the phoenix. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Yes. Okay, so then next we come into the owl energy. So we've got the crow energy, spiritually strong and creative and watchful. And if you're feeling out of balance and hypersensitive, then get back into your daily meditation. If you haven't started a daily meditation, give it a whirl. All right, so then the owl. The owl speaks of abundance, clairvoyant, and treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasure is infinite. When in balance, generous, trusting, and secure. When out of balance, money quarrels and scarcity. To bring it into balance, an offering. So, okay, one more. Dragonfly. The master of illusion, light, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, and magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So, the collective that I'm speaking to is magical. Let's just put it out there. I mean, the readings that have been coming in have been very magical in nature. And I mean, with these 3 cards showing up, it's very magical. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts, if you're feeling being pulled in a lot of directions, bring it back into center. Like the crow was talking about, the meditation practice, but that was the owl. No, that was the crow. Because this is talking like somebody is manifesting abundance. There's a collective out there manifesting abundance, and you can feel it coming. You know it's on the way, but there's still some kind of scattered energy about you that is maybe deflecting it because of the scatter. And so I love how the owl says to bring in an offering, because what that says to me is, and the goddess Lakshmi, I've been, this is the ebb and flow, right? The Six of Pentacles came out in the reading yesterday. This is the ebb and flow of generosity and receiving, being generous and being able to receive. So if you're feeling in lack, then the best way to not feel in lack is to be generous, and that doesn't mean that you have to put yourself into debt to be generous. It means that if you see somebody that's hungry, you can offer them a couple dollars. Like somebody that has less than you, and you can give. And then when you give, then you're open to receive. It's this, yeah. So center yourself in meditation, be generous with your offerings, and help settle the mind. What was the advice with the dragonfly? Focus on the breath. So there's that meditation practice again. So the healing message for this collective is to get back into your meditation practice if you've been slacking. I know I've been slacking. I need to. My goals in 2026 are to, devil energy, been slacking. My goals in 2026 are to be more consistent with my yoga and meditation practice. So I'm not setting a goal as far as, by the end of 2026, I'm going to be, but it's just bringing meditation and yoga into my weekly practices, and then eventually into my daily practices. If I can become more consistent, then I'll be more consistent, right? That's putting the work in. That Eight of Pentacles, putting the work in. So, Queen of Cups. This is an energy of, being open to receive. You see her? Her cup is open. Her hands are open. This is being open to receive. This is open to receive communication from the divine. This is embodying your emotions. This is being able to sit in your emotions and stay calm. See her, she's sitting in the water. She's able to sit in her emotions, not with them, in them, and stay calm. And look at this on the bottom of the deck. I just said that's Eight of Pentacles energy. There it is, Eight of Pentacles energy. Okay, so what's been getting in the way of this? What's been getting in the way of this? What's been blocking this? Seven of Pentacles. This isn't having the patience to let things grow, but it's also a message of being able to trim the branches that are no longer producing fruit. But it's a card of patience. It's a card of allowing things to grow. It's a card of reviewing your investments, what you spend your time, energy, and effort doing, and making sure that your pentacles are the ones that are producing for you. What you spend your time, energy, and effort into is actually producing for you. All right, so what's in the mind of the collective? Oh, feelings of lack. See, that's this dragonfly energy. This is a feeling of lack, feeling like you don't have enough. But in the picture you see, she's got the key to open the doors right there. And there we go, on the bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles, give and receive. That's what I was just talking about. So when you're feeling in this place of lack, be generous somewhere in your life. Be generous somewhere in your life. The whole, what you give, you get back. What you give out returns to you. And maybe in a different form, but it returns to you. So if you're feeling lack in your money situation, be generous with someone who has less than you. If you're feeling lack in your love situation, be generous with somebody who has, that needs it, It's like checking your motives and being in right mind when you're offering something. You're offering it out of the generosity of your heart, not because you want to get something back out of it, right? Okay. So show me a card for the recent past for this collective. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. Having experienced some rocky waters and learned some lessons, and taking those lessons and moving forward. That's that owl energy, being smart. What's the underlying energy for this collective? This is Nine of Swords. This is anxiety. This is sleepless nights. So you've been really getting in tune with what's right for you. This Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles energy. This is really you grounding yourself, getting in tune with your emotions, understanding where you feel lack. This is a Tower moment for you. This is a big deal. Understanding what's right for you and recognizing why you have this lack mentality. This is you understanding where this is coming from for you. This is because you've learned some lessons recently that are helping illuminate this for you. And then here, see this? You've got all these birds in the sky, but there's this one white bird here. The illumination. Clarity. Clarity is coming. Okay, so show me a card for the near future for this collective. Show me a card for the near future. The Sun. Yes, I love that. This is joy. This is happiness. This is heart space. This is illumination. And then what came out with it is the Three of Wands. Embarking on a new adventure. Stepping out onto new horizons. That's beautiful. I love that. Look how dark this area is on the board. And then you move into this brightness. Pink and yellow and blue and gorgeous. Pink and purple and yellow and blue. Woo! Yeah, letting go of the ties that bind you. You're letting go of the ties that bind you. That's what's going to be. I'm going to put letting go of the ties that bind you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some advice for this, and then we'll get some clarifying messages, all right? How long is this video? Okay, good. All right, so, yeah, stand your ground. Stay inside your hula hoop. Put that bubble of protection around you. Visualize it. Know that it's there. Visualize it around you. Visualize it around your home. Visualize it around your family, your loved ones. And then all of these messages from the peanut gallery can just go take a hike. You don't need that. You are protected. Yes, yes, yes. Protect your inner peace. Protect your peace. On the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So this whole scenario could have to do with releasing a lover. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, maybe so. 3 of the swords on the bottom of this deck. All right, well, so let's take a look here. You're really, really trying to understand. So get some clarity on this anxiety and lack mentality that's, and yeah, this is beautiful energy. Okay. Okay, so please clarify the Queen of Cups for me for this collective. Yep. Queen of Cups is walking away, 8 of Cups, from what's no longer serving her. I love that energy. This is, these are cups that at one point in time were emotionally fulfilling. 3 of Pentacles, and moving forward to collaborate, to create a new plan. Moving forward to create a new plan. Working together with other people, working together with others. This even could be using your spiritual gifts to work with others. Okay, so tell me about the 7 of Pentacles for this collective. Knight of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you had a love offer. You had this love interest that was leaving you feeling left out in the cold. Look, they've got, it came out, he's got his back to her. And she feels left out in the cold. And I feel like this is a repeating pattern, which is why it's up here in your head. And why you've got the 6 of Swords over here, because you're ready to learn this lesson now. 4 of Cups. You're tired of being restless, irritable, and discontent. You're tired of missing out. And so you want to understand this 5 of Pentacles. You want to get rid of this lack mentality. Ready to release it. Okay, so clarify the 5 of Pentacles in the collective's mind. Clarify this 5 of Pentacles in the collective's mind. 4 of Swords. Right, you want to heal it. Exactly. You're ready to heal this lack mentality. Tell me more about the 5 of Pentacles. Right, and move into your abundance. 9 of Pentacles. That's right. Yes. Yes. Yes, healing, getting to the root of why you have this lack mentality so that you can move forward and reap the benefits of all the work you've been putting in. Yeah, this is something you're doing in private. This is not something that you're telling everybody about. 7 of Swords. But you're doing it. This is, yeah. All right, so in the 6 of Swords in the recent past, what's this about? It's being clarified by the Fool and the 2 of Cups, which shows me that you took a leap of faith coming together with somebody. Yeah. This lover situation. You took a leap of faith to come together with somebody, and now you're taking the lessons from that connection and moving forward. Yeah. All right, so the underlying energy is the 9 of Swords. Tell me about the 9 of Swords for this energy, for this collective. 8 of Swords, feeling stuck. Queen of Cups. Okay. So the underlying energy here, it feels like every time you offer your love cup, every time you want to offer love to somebody, it leaves you feeling anxious and stuck. Like you're going to be abandoned. You potentially have abandonment wounds. anxious attachment type style. So yeah, so you're wanting to heal from this energy of every time you feel like you're falling in love, that you want to offer your cup. It leaves you feeling stuck and anxious and abandoned. Oof. Okay. So, in the near future, what's that? Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands, standing, yeah. You got the Sun card clarified by the 9 of Wands and the High Priestess. And the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I told you you're magical. You're weaving your magic wand to get to your 10 of Pentacles. So this is a card of, in the near future, finding your joy. Listening to your High Priestess, listening to your intuition, listening to your being quiet, going within, getting downloads from spirit, whatever it is that makes sense to you for the High Priestess. Listening to your intuition, getting spiritual downloads. That's going to help move you forward into this new horizon. But you are holding your, standing your ground. You're a wounded warrior. 9 of Wands. I mean, you've got the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. This is you having boundaries. Finally. Standing your ground for what you know is right for you. Persevering to your joy and happiness. But having boundaries. Because empathy without boundaries is still self-abandonment. So, yeah, let's see. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, making a decision. Queen of Wands, to go after what you want. The Moon, even when you don't know how to get there. 7 of Swords, and things are uncertain. Page of Cups, you believe. You see the signs from the universe. You're allowing your imagination to go and seizing the opportunity. The next time a lover's situation comes up, you'll have the strength to fight for what you believe in, which is your happiness. All right, let's see. Let's clarify the 3 of Wands here. Give this a little shuffle. Okay. 3 of Wands in the near future. There's that 7 of Swords again. This King of Cups keeps coming up in the readings. This is a different deck, but here he is again. You don't see this coming. You're stepping out into this new horizon, and there's going to be... I mean, it's either a King of Cups, somebody that's emotionally available coming into you. I mean, he came out in the reading that I posted yesterday. But it could also be you're stepping out into this new horizon, keeping the cards close to your chest, like being secretive about it, but also emotionally balanced. You're not telling everybody about what your next moves are, but you're doing it from an emotionally balanced place, balancing the feminine and the masculine within. You've got the Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups there. So being balanced in your emotions, being grounded in your emotions, instead of being a little too watery in your emotions, being a little more grounded in your emotions. Okay, so your advice is the 7 of Wands. Tell me about the 7 of Wands. Yeah, the Sun. There she is again. Sun card. Anything else? Yeah. And the 2 of Swords. You don't see this coming. There's something that you don't see coming. There's the Death card. This keeps coming out also. There's a transformation happening, major transformation happening. You don't see it coming. So just continue to hold your boundaries and go towards your happiness. And trust your instincts. All right, so to close out the reading, I'm going to pull out a healing energy oracle, since this was for healing messages today. Just make sure I don't have the... There's a, okay. What healing message does this collective need to hear to close out this reading today? What healing energy oracle message does this collective need to hear today to close out this reading? There it is. Elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. That's lovely. All right, well, that is what I have for you all today. I do hope it was helpful. Again, if this resonated, please like the video, share. You can share it, but make a comment down below. Let me know where you're at in your journey. You know, all the interaction that you have with my channel does help the message get out to anybody else that may need to hear it. And it also helps our soul tribe get together. So with that, I'll let you go. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful way. I'll see you later. Bye.